else here thinks that social media is just a little bit tough, where you need to be on it, right? You need to be on it for credibility, for visibility, and how to get those leads. Everyone is telling you that you can get on there. But how do you do it all? How do you do all the right things on there without losing your mind and your time? Well, hang with me and I will let you in on those 3 secrets. I help entrepreneurs create their lead generation machines to organically fill their conversion events. So for the best advice on using virality marketing to do this, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when we drop a new video every Friday. And today I'm going to walk you through the 3 secrets on how to get more of the right things done on social media in less time. Yeah, so we just missed the fall foliage, which is a little bit of a bummer. But the hikes were still amazing. Amazing. We are actually going to be heading back to Toronto today. And then we're going to spend a few more days in Toronto. And then we're going to head back to New York City, head back home. But before we do any of that, I am here to talk to you about how you can get more of the right things done on social media and in less time. So let me know, you guys. Let me know if you are excited about today's training. And you know why this is important, right? You know why knowing how to do more of the right things on social media is important, A, but then doing it in less time, B, right? Because you get the results, like you get more visibility, you get more engagement, you get more reach, and importantly, more leads into your sales funnel. And you can get those results while you're vacationing, for example, when you decided to head to Canada, or maybe for you, it's somewhere a little bit more tropical. I don't know. What is next on the bucket list for you to travel to now that things are opening back up, countries are opening back up? Definitely, I know on the list for us is to head back to Sydney at some point next year. Don't know yet when, but yeah, it's open back up, which is super exciting. Because you guys, yes, this is all doable. Okay, like actually doing more of the right things in less time is so totally doable when you can get the system right, getting more of the right things done. Okay, we just need to get the system right because we're not here to be held hostage by our businesses, right? And we certainly do not want to be held hostage by Instagram or any other social media channel. Okay, that is not what we're here to do. Who here feels like they're maybe currently right now being held a little bit hostage? Maybe of your own choosing, or maybe not, right? Either by your business or more importantly, by social media channel, by Instagram, by Facebook. Because I can guarantee you guys, you are not alone. You are not alone. Let me tell you a little bit about my own love-hate relationship with Instagram. Because I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer in the platform. Okay, because honestly, personally, it did really big things in helping me build my business. My first business, the Chalkpot, I honestly don't think it would be anywhere where it is now without Instagram. The same with my second business, Stacks on Burgers, and all my businesses after that. Okay, and for a while, it was fun. It was fun being on Instagram. It was fun posting. It was fun thinking about what to promote. We used to even play these little games because in the Chalkpot, we have this thing called a dessert of the month. And every month we would release a new dessert, brand new flavors, a brand new concept, all of that. And in the week leading up to the new month, when we would announce the dessert, we would actually do this a little bit of a game where I would post 3 clues and people would try to guess what the new dessert was going to be. So that was a lot of fun. So thinking about doing things like that at the time was actually fun because it was new, it was novel. We could do new things until it just wasn't anymore, right? And it just started to feel like a chore. It started feeling like, I don't know, I was imprisoned instead. Who else kind of feels this way? That you're just like, like trying to think about what to post on Instagram and trying to think about new ways to engage your audience and things like that. It's like, it feels like a chore sometimes, right? Because we know how important these platforms are. We know, I'm sure that you do. I'm sure, let me know, you guys, if you know how important a platform like Instagram is for your business, how we need to be consistent and do all the right things on there so that we can get the reach, get the visibility, get the engagement, and ultimately get the leads for our business. But it's also really, really hard to stay excited about all the new changes, thinking of new things to post, keeping our audience engaged, reaching out to our audience so we can get them into our funnels, finding the right hashtags, working out the best time of day to post, creating reels. Like, OMG, who else was overwhelmed just by me listing out those things, right? And that's not even everything that we need to consider. That's just a small part of it. Not to have like, especially if we want to have Instagram working for us. Like it is. I think we just have to roll with the times. This is the times, right? Whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, like social media is important. So how do we balance all of the things, right? How do we balance all the right things that we need to be doing on social media in order to increase our online credibility and get leads? And by the way, by the way, without it sucking away the limited amount of time that we have. Okay, the one resource that does not renew. Okay, time is the one resource that never comes back. So we don't want to be wasting it. Okay, that's a big ask. That's a pretty big ask, right? But luckily for you, I have some answers. I do have some answers. I'm going to share these 3 secrets with you. The 3 secrets that honestly took me years to muddle my way through. The first secret is to know what the right things even are. Okay, so if we don't know what the right activities are for you to be focusing on, how are we going to get you using your time effectively? Okay, does that make sense? So, what do you, as the founder and CEO of your brand, have to be doing, right? At a very minimum, what do you have to be doing? So, in my mind, it's pretty simple. There are 3 things that you have to be doing. You have to be the face, you have to be the brain, and you have to be the heart, right? Sounds simple. Let me go into that. It kind of seems like a tall order when I put it like that, doesn't it? But it is actually very simple, okay? Because these are the 3 things that you should already be doing anyway for your brand right now. You should be doing it. At least you should be doing it, right? Because, for example, the brains. You are already the brains. Okay, your business was your brainchild, right? Everything you have been doing so far is based on your strategy, your decisions, your actions. So you're already orchestrating what you know needs to happen to grow your business. It's the same thing for your Instagram strategy, right? You need to be the brain knowing what needs to get done in order to get the results that you're looking for. Does that make sense? And by the way, if you don't actually know what you should be doing on Instagram, the right things, then sign up for my web class, which is happening live this Thursday. And I'm actually going to send you some bonus training videos beforehand that goes into depth on the activities that you need to be doing on Instagram. Okay, sound good? So if you don't know, sign up to my web class. That's just at capshounlocked.com/web class. And I'll send you some bonus trainings that will go into depth about what you should be focusing on. So that's going to give you what you need at a minimum to be really effective brain for your Instagram strategy. Okay, now the face. You are already the face of it, or you should be anyway. Okay, remember what I say over and over and over again, that as you are building your business, people want to buy from other people. Okay, they don't want to be buying from a faceless company. Unless you're looking to go flog product. If you're just looking to flog product, by all means, you can get, like, there's easier ways to do it. You can get onto Amazon, you can get onto all of these other platforms and flog product that way, right? But if you're trying to build a sustainable, lasting brand, then you have to be the face of it until you get to scale where people then don't really care anymore because they're just buying off volume. They're buying off social proof. They're buying off your brand name. Okay. But right now, as you are building your brand, you have to be the face of it. And I know that this is hard for some of you. I get it. Okay, remember who I am, right? I am the massive introvert. I am the person who fears failure and I fear judgment, I have big imposter syndrome. I am all of those things as well. I get all of it, okay? But I know I have to do it anyway. Because what's more important, right? Doing the hard things to have a successful business, or doing the easy thing, giving into your fears, giving yourself a way out and not having a successful business, right? Think about that for a minute. Which one is more important? It feels like a no-brainer when I put it that way. So you've got to do the hard things, because if you want a successful business, which all of you on here with me now, you do want, right? Then you're going to have to do the hard thing. So you should already be or become the face of your business. Okay, makes sense. And importantly, you have to be the heart. And this is the piece that is missing from a lot of businesses trying to grow, the heart. Because brain, easy, check, right? That's where we all start, the logic, the rational, the step-by-step process. So that's where we all start. Face, not as easy, but still doable. Okay. We can, put some photos of ourselves up there. We can, we can be the face. We can do all of that. But heart, now this bit is not easy. This bit, because this one requires vulnerability. It requires authenticity and peeling back our layers and our masks. It requires sharing parts of ourselves that we would feel much more comfortable keeping hidden, right? And you know what else it requires? It requires storytelling. Yes, you're going to hear me say it time and time again. Storytelling is at the heart of being the heart. See what I did there? And I'll let you in on a secret. Being the heart of your business and social media is the number one most important thing you could be doing for it. Because you know what? You're the only person who can do it. You're the only person. This is not something that you can delegate and outsource. This is not something that you can get someone else to do for you. This is the one thing that you have to be bringing to social media. And this was an important lesson I actually learned for myself, about heart, about sharing, about storytelling. So, because I did a lot of things right for my businesses. I did a lot of things right for, say, the Chalkpot. I mean, we built that into a multiple seven-figure business. I didn't do all the right things at all the right times, I'm going to admit. And I did a lot of things wrong as well. But I did do a lot right, right? And one of the things that I did at the time that I thought at the time when I did it, I thought it was just a small addition, but it actually had outsized results after a while, right? I figured this out, it was telling our story. And what I did at the time was I actually put our story as the first page of our menu, which meant that everyone read it. Everyone read it. And I actually want to share it with you. This is the menu, right? And then this was like the inside, and then this was the first page. It was literally our story. That's what we called it. And then it went into sort of, our menu. But like, okay, let me. This is going to be a little bit embarrassing, but let me read it out to you. Okay, so it goes something like this. Pinpointing that exact moment when you can say you're in love is hard to find. There may be those small incremental moments that sneak up on you and builds, but I'm referring to the ones that where time stands still. Everything around you seems to move in slow motion, and you realize in that exact moment that you're in love. For me, there were two distinct moments. Belting out the climax to Lionel Richie's song Truly Together in the car, looking over and realizing that you really mean it about each other, and that first dip into the dessert. Ash made me past the pudding crust into absolutely deliciously flowing molten chocolate. The romance of love and passion conquering all has never been truer than in our story. We've both come from completely different backgrounds. In fact, Ash gave up studying medicine to pursue his culinary dreams. He makes fresh homemade chocolate desserts in the cafe's open plan kitchen using quality ingredients such as Calibut chocolate, free-range eggs, unrefined caster sugar, and Jersey milk, to name a few. He makes everything fresh on site, from the souffles and waffles to the marshmallows and honeycomb pieces. And me, I just want to bring the same happiness I've enjoyed to others in the form of deliciously fresh desserts. We invite you to read our story, taste, smell, and share our love of chocolate desserts. Ash and Deej. Okay, so wow, that kind of gave me goosebumps. Let me know, you guys, what you thought of that story. And I didn't realize until a lot later that this story was actually what made us memorable. This story was how people remembered us and recognized us and shared about us and ultimately connected with us, right? There were multiple times when I would meet someone for the first time without them knowing that I was Deej in the story, and they would tell me about this great dessert bar with this story. Like, they would tell this story. And how crazy is that? Storytelling is how we become memorable, right? Storytelling is how we were shared. Storytelling is what grew our business. So you have to share your stories, you guys. You have to share your perspective. You have to share your fears, your doubts, your successes, the action, the drama, the romance, right? This is how you bring your brand to life, okay? This is the heart. You have to give it heart, and you have to give it your heart. That's what this all means. And when you can give it your heart, then your audience, your customers, absolute strangers on the street who find you on social media, they will give you their hearts, right? Do you see how that works? Does that make sense, you guys? You have to become the heart of your business, and especially on social media, on a platform that more and more has less heart, right? You've got to bring it. That's truly what is going to make your brand stand out. Okay, so you know now the right things that you need to be focusing on. Okay, so you've got the brain, the face, and the heart. Those are the elements you personally, as an individual, that you need to be bringing to your social media. Is that cool? Are you guys cool with that? You got it? Okay, so then what is the second super sexy secret to spending less time doing more of the right things on social media? Systemization. Yes, notice how I said super sexy? I think I set us up really well there, right? So you already know that you need to be focusing on being the brain, the face, and the heart. Think about systemization as like, I don't know, what it's like the skeleton that holds it all together, right? That holds it all in place where it's meant to. I think skeletons do. I don't know. I clearly did not do biology or medicine. So I think the skeleton is the thing that holds it all together in place and ensures that things kind of flow in the right direction, right? From brain to heart to limbs, kind of like that. And I'm going to tell you that systemization, it is one of the hardest things. It's one of the hardest things to do, but one that will give you the biggest payoff in terms of spending less time on anything. Because who here wants to be a lazy CEO, right? Because I do, right? Who here wants to be a sloth boss? Yep, I do. Okay, and I don't mean lazy or sloth in a negative way. I actually mean it in a really positive way. Because if you want to be lazy, if you want to be able to sleep all day like a sloth and yet still be a CEO, still be a boss of a thriving business, then you've got to find a way to be efficient. You've got to be smart about where you're putting your energy and how much time you're using. Okay, like a sloth does. And you do that through systemization. Got it? One of the first business books I ever read was E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Now, my first mentor put me onto that book and told me that it is never too early to start systemizing. It's never too early. If we wanted to be, say, the next McDonald's, if we wanted to become leaders and not stay stuck as operators in our own business, then systemization is what we needed to do. And so we did, right? We started documenting all of our processes, which forced us to look into new technology. It forced us to look into, step-by-step. It forced us to systemize everything. Anyway, so we introduced technology that would help our team members close the store with checklists, right? We introduced technology that had them writing notes, almost like a diary entry of what went wrong and what went right during the day. We introduced technology that would help them order supplies efficiently and cost effectively, also that we could access it. And what the great thing is we could access it all remotely, right, through the cloud, and we'd therefore be able to put in checks and balances. We wouldn't have to go into the store every day. This was a game changer for us. And this type of systemization with this type of technology, that's what's enabling us right now to be on the other side of the world while our stores still operate and still make money. And so what were we doing? We were systemizing our brains, right? Remember what the first secret was I just spoke about? What you need to be focusing on, right? Systemizing. It's being the brains. It's being the brains, the face, and the heart. So what we were doing is we're systemizing our brains. Now that's the first place, the easiest place to start. And this second secret is all about how to start systemizing that. And systemizing your brain, all of the processes, the knowledge, the strategies, those are already tools that help. There are already tools that help make that really efficient and really effective. Okay, so you can have Trello, Asana boards, you can have Slack, you can record things via Loom. There is so much technology available to you to help you systemize your brain so that you can get it all out. Get it all out of your brain, get it all out of your head, get it somewhere, and start actually creating processes out of it. And guess what? Now, so that's systemizing your brain, right? And now we are introducing technology to start to systemize your heart. Anyone here heard of Capsho? I'd be surprised if you haven't. I hear it is this amazing platform that helps turn your stories into captions and emails. I hear it's revolutionary. So yes, we designed Capsho so that it will make you being able to tell your stories so much easier, because we know how hard it is, and we not only know how hard it is to do in the first place, but how hard it is to systemize. And I'm going to be honest, right? We talk a lot about lazy CEOs and sloth bosses. That's me to a T. I don't want to be working every single minute of my day, because who wants to be doing that? I don't think anyone does. So yeah, I'm going to find ways to systemize, and I'm going to do that through technology. So systemize my brain, check. Systemize my heart, check. Now that I am using Capsho on a weekly basis, easy. Systemize my face. Now, I'm sure there's going to be facial technology that can, and stuff that can, and really easy, maybe Canva's working on it, ways to sort of put my face on everything. But in the meantime, it actually in the meantime, it leads me to my third secret. Okay, so things that we maybe aren't able to systemize or just completely delegate through technology, we need to be delegate and outsourcing instead. Okay, so think about delegating and outsourcing now as the limbs. Okay, they do all the heavy lifting for you. So I spoke about systemizing your face, which I know we're not quite there yet with it technology wise. Okay, but this is where delegating to the right people in the right way will be able to help you save so much time. Because when you have the right system, a system where you can work in true partnership with someone else to bring your social media to life in the right way, you can just focus on being the brains, the face, and the heart. Okay, and let someone else do all of the rest. But this is only possible once you've systemized and once you've found the right person and have them trained to this system. How do I know this? Trust me, in my decade of being in business, I have tried all of the things. Remember when I told you how I used to find it fun to be on Instagram until it wasn't? Well, when I didn't find it fun anymore, I made the decision, and it was the right decision, to outsource it. Okay, I just couldn't seem to make the right decision about who. I tried multiple social media agencies, multiple social media managers, and you know what I found? That ultimately, unfortunately, they don't care. They don't. Okay, their interest is in building a bigger and bigger portfolio of clients, which makes sense. Okay, that's how they make money. And then what happens is that you're just another client in the machine that they're just pumping out generic content for. And I was actually speaking to a friend of mine who's part of an agency now, and he was saying that he felt like he was drowning at work because they were at 300% capacity. 300%, right? They are operating over capacity by three times, which means that they can't physically have the bandwidth to actually even to care, even if they wanted to. They just can't. So you know what I eventually did, and I now do? I have someone embedded in my team instead. Okay, someone who can take I take suboptimal photos, someone who can take those photos and videos, because I'm the face, so I still have to take photos, videos of myself, but I do it while I'm on the fly, I do it while I'm out, I do it while I'm traveling, right? Easy, you're already doing it anyway. So she can take my suboptimal photos, videos, my crappy ones, I should say, and edit them. She can take my captions out of Capsho, okay, because that's where my heart is, right? My heart, I'm systemizing through Capsho. And she can follow my strategy and my guidance because I'm the brains, right? Do you see that? So I can still be the face, the heart, and the brains, but I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting. And I'm going to tell you that she does this for about a third of the cost per month that I used to have to pay a social media agency. But they can only do all of this once I've had my brains and my heart systemized. So that's why focus on the right things. Okay, brain, face, heart, with the aim of systemizing it all via your skeleton, I think that by the framework, so that you can delegate and outsource to the limbs, right? To the people, to the right person who's going to do all the heavy lifting for you to help you grow, to help you thrive, to actually generate leads for you on social media. This is how you get more of the right things done on social media in less time. Okay, this is it. It's pretty cool, right? Who else now wants to implement this? Who else wants to go implement this way of like knowing exactly the right things that you personally need to be focusing on, and what else, systemization, what else you can actually outsource and delegate for very little money. Okay, and who might be a little bit unsure about what the next step might be to do this? Or maybe you already have someone in your team, you might already have a VA, but you're not sure if they are doing the right things. Do you even know if they're doing the right things? Or maybe you don't even know where to start to look for a VA, even if you wanted to outsource it. Then you know what your next step is? Your next step is to sign up for my first ever 4-day Scale Your Funnel with Instagram Bootcamp. So it's happening beginning of December. I think the second week of December, I'm going to be holding it. And I will walk you through how to build your credibility and authority on Instagram, how to find your traffic and generate leads on Instagram, and how to systemize it so that it becomes very outsourceable and very cost effective. Okay, so go ahead and do that. You can do that at capshounlocked.com/scale. It's the first time ever I'm running this bootcamp, so I'm actually really, really excited about it. Okay, so let's quickly recap on the 3 secrets to getting more of the right things done on social media in less time. So secret number 1, know the right things to be focusing on. Know what you personally need to be focusing on. Okay, you have to be the brains, you have to be the face, you have to be the heart of your brand and your social media presence. Number 2 is systemize. Okay, use technology to systemize your brain. So use things like Trello and Asana and Slack, and your heart, right? Use Capsho to make social media more efficient and effective. And the third secret, delegate and outsource. Okay, embed someone in your team to do the heavy lifting for you and bring the face of your brand to life on social media, and not just maintain it, right? Not just maintain your social media account, because that's what a lot of social media managers are currently doing. That's not good enough. That's not good enough for us. Okay, for us, we want someone who can actively grow it and get qualified leads for you. That is the purpose of social media. That is the purpose of Instagram. Okay, and that, you guys, that is how you're going to get more of the right things done on social media in less time. And comment below and tell me, what is the first thing that you are going to systemize to get out of your brain so that you can make yourself more efficient and ultimately get someone else to do it. Exactly how to get more of the right things done on social media in less time using my foolproof 3 secret formula. But what about implementing? Well, I have a 1-page cheat sheet for you that you can have on hand as you are doing the things. So if you want that cheat sheet as a refresher to have on hand, just click on the link below and my bot, Cappy, is going to send it straight over to you. And if you want to take what you've just learned to the next level, then come and join this free community of entrepreneurs just like you, where I share even more free live training on growing your business through finding your remarkability. So go ahead and join my Facebook group now. This video next on how to plan your social media content, and this one down here on how to increase your income. And if you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe and share it with all of your friends, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video.